Oh no, we're playing next to the Yeagers too. Oh, this could be a shit show.
No, it's okay. You know what? All of it. I'm ready.
You know what? You can all over the ice.
Did you check what color they were?
Goes between red and I'm going to It's my brand new dripper.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the 2024 Harvest Bonspiel 5 p.m. Saturday draw, the C event semifinals. We're starting a little bit early because the ice is ready. On sheet 1, we have on red, While My Skip Gently Weeps, Team Bellefontaine. On yellow, we have the Magical Mystery 4, John Sr. in Philadelphia. On sheet 2, red, we have Sgt. Pepper's Sweeping Hearts, MacKinlay in Philadelphia. And in yellow, Julie in the House with Rocks, Julie Yeager with Bucks County Curling Club. Handshakes all around as we get started. Got a new subscriber apparently, Benjo. Thank you, Benjo. So, Sgt. Pepper's Sweeping Hearts on sheet 2 wins the hammer. Means Yeager with the initial throw. Sweeper's thinking it's a little light. Julie thinks we're over, so we're good. Meanwhile, John Sr. placed one here. Getting past the awkward fist bumper handshake stage. And looks like Leslie being called to draw into the center. Although it is Craig McKinley's Sgt. Pepper's Sweeping Hearts, it looks like Brian Dutt will be skipping. And alternate Tom Daly will be playing second. Starts with 2 guards. Julie calling her husband Dave to curl around. Meanwhile, Jamie getting started on sheet 1. Julie calling him off. Looks like it's going to be just past T-line. Meanwhile, Kate on the Magical Mystery 4 trying to draw under. Leslie's Tom's calling light for Leslie. Going to come in and just tap it. Great shot, Leslie. Meanwhile, Kate's shot a little short. Jamie calling, or Christy calling husband Jamie to draw into the house.
Yes, line! Yes, line! Okay, off.
No, I'm good. Julie's teammate just nicking the red, pushing it out to second shot. Brian looking to take out the yellow. Jamie's shot going into top 8. John calling for a draw on the other side. Tom's first throw on sheet 2. Needing a curl. Leslie trying. Kate second on sheet 1 coming. Tom's shot makes the takeout and sticks. Makes it so Brian has 2 in the house. Julie calling for another takeout. Same weight as before. Julie calling for the sweep. Good line now. It's curling around nicely. Another nose hit. Meanwhile, Lisa calling T for her. Looks like it's going to possibly tick off of their other one. Oh, just freeze to it. Ooh, jams a little bit, but gets pushed back to a second shot on sheet 2. Julie calling Vinny to hit and flop under. Mark Jones for the takeout on sheet 1. Looks like it's curling a little more than they want to, but oh, gets one, sticks around. Meanwhile, Vinny's shot just going to spill out. Julie calling T-line. Oh wait, no. Christy calling T-line. Apparently I can't tell them apart.
Where is it?
Trying to curl the stone in a little bit. We're gonna just tap it a little bit into the top 4. Meanwhile, Julie sweeps Brian's walk through. Julie says, draw, but you have to make it. Gonna draw on the board side. John Sr. meanwhile trying for the double. Vinny's draw is away. Yeager sweeping out of hand. Mark Jones takeout. Waiting. Needs to curl a little more. Needs to curl. Gets it a little bit. Not enough to get it out of the house. Meanwhile, Julie's rock, Brian is inspecting to try to see who is shot. thinks their shot.
Just kind of nudge off of this and sit in here, it's fine. Okay.
Brian just wants to nudge it back.
No, just like back house weight.
Back house weight, he says. Meanwhile, here comes Doug Andrew. Trying to draw around, but looks like it sounds like it's going to be a guard.
Yep.
Ryan calling for the sweep on sheet 2. Up on the sweep. Sheet 1. Another tap. Sheet 2, the tap taps the yellow through, and red's sitting 2. John is asking Nancy for a double here. Shot is away. Looks like it's hanging out there a little bit. Don't think this is going to go back all the way. But it's going to catch a piece of it. Not enough to take it out, though. Up to Skips Rocks on sheet 2.
This one or this one?
Julie
Which one do you like best?
looking for a red double.
That one.
Meanwhile, Christy asking Doug for another draw-in. Team while my skip gently weeps, sitting the 3. Julie's first skip stone is away. Always curl side, Vinny says. Now they're sweeping. Oh, and it just crashes on the guard. It's going to be sitting on the outside. Brian looking like he's going to draw in. Meanwhile, Nancy looks like she's going to try to hit from the other side. John on the sweep call early. It's curling. It's going to be on the guard. Spills out. Well, it moves him around. Christy now debating what she's going to be up to. Meanwhile, Brian skips zone on sheet 2. Going away. Line's good, Katie says. Leslie's sweeping. It looks like it's going to be a guard. But is it going to finish enough? They're trying to get it to finish. Pretty decent guard. Hard to see from this angle. Christy looking to guard, perhaps. A little heavy would be in, which she probably doesn't hate. Yeah. Could be a draw to freeze. That link here helping me out. Julie, meanwhile, trying to figure out if she's going to try to run back or is she trying to get through that port.
Okay.
Christie's shot. Sweeper's saying it's light. It's going to be, if anything, a center guard. And they just get it over. Julie, meanwhile, electing to just draw on sheet 2. The line is still open.
Yes, line. Yes, line.
Calling for line right away.
Hard line.
Looks like we are already on the guard. So they calling her off. John Sr., meanwhile, so I could get a double here and stick. Just knock him out of the way. The Magical Mystery 4, again, the best dressed on the ice for this draw. Here's Brian's rock. He's trying to do the draw that Julie was trying.
Need full 8.
Just need full 8, they say. John calling for a sweep on sheet 1. Both sides sweeping pretty hard. John Sr. making a hit, but not rolling into shot. Brian's makes it into score 3. So a score of 3 on sheet 2 with one more shot for Christy, and I believe this is Hammer. Nope, not Hammer. Yellow is Hammer.
You're in that time too.
Christy with a lot of weight. Oh, it's floating out, though. It's floating out. That's not coming back.
I don't think we should go on that side. If you're going on the draw under, we can move that. Let's go to the other side.
Julie calling for the draw to the wing. Meanwhile, John Sr. looking for a hit on the current shot stone for a score of 2. If we can make it. Yeager's stone. Looks like it's going to be kind of deep. Brian getting ready to sweep it. He sweeps it, and it is out the back and a tripping hazard. Brian saying tight guard or in the house is okay. John's rock is close. It just makes it past. And oh, but it doesn't hit it enough. And it's a steal of 1. Leslie's shot coming into T-line, undercover, but it's a long cover, so Julie calling the hack weight hit. Meanwhile, Jamie asking Christy for a guard. Julie calling for sweep right away. Look like this is gonna be a tick on the guard. Tick and a redirect. Brian here to help it out the back. Jamie's rock looks like it's going to be in the house. Let's see how deep. Just the top 12, fighting top 8. Brian looks like he's going for a draw or a guard with Tom's rock. John Sr. calling for a draw as well. Tom's rock seems a little hot on sheet 2. Julie's getting ready to help it out the back. And it does make it all the way. Meanwhile, Kate's shot is going to be short of the rings. It'll be a guard, a little off center in between the center line and 4-foot. Christy asking for a tap on her own. Julie's rock is not in danger of that guard, but it's also not in danger of hitting the stone she wanted. Jamie's second rock, calling 3. Christy likes a 3. Tom's second rock trying to draw in again. Jamie's rock looks like it's doing exactly what Christy asked him for, and just a light bump on her own. Meanwhile, Tom made a good adjustment. And will end up top 8, top 4, top 8. Julie calling normal takeout for the next one. Enough of the hack weight tries. Rachel calling the normal, or giving the normal. Meanwhile, Kate's rock coming in looking like it might be a little hot. Not too bad though. Rachel's rock making the hit, missing the double. Brian deciding to put a guard up in front of it, making it, trying to get the steal in play.
Where is it? Tom.
Calling for Tom, trying to keep the stone straight. Is kind of hit light. It will get over. Is a long guard. Julie's going to elect to clear the other guard. Meanwhile, Lisa's stone going to set up a 2 guard in the center line. John choosing to ignore that and try to draw into the house, into the center. Vinny's takeout is coming along. Julie calling the sweepers off. Just touches it over, so it turns into a center line guard. Brian asking to put it back a little bit deeper. Meanwhile, Mark Jones trying to draw to the center. Looks like it's got a little too much on it, but he's going to get by the first guard. Going to just tick. That keeps, a good gear back. Christy calling the takeout. There's a double there. Katie's shot. Julie going to elect to peel that guard. Meanwhile, here comes Lisa's trake out. Calling for the sweep on sheet 2. Calling for the sweep on sheet 1. Get the 1. Sitting 2 now, temporarily. Julie clears the guard on sheet 2, but ends up with a guard on the opposite side. John Sr. calling for the takeout from Mark Jones. And dinner is served. Food is ready at the club. This is going to hit and jam. Oh, and almost take out John Sr. in the process. Doesn't jam, actually. Clears out. Brian's first stone is going to stop as a 4-foot guard. It is long, so they can get around to it. Meanwhile, Doug's shot look like they're trying to keep it on line, but need it to actually curl a little bit. Oh, it does roll a little bit. Still open. Julie looking like she's electing for the takeout on sheet 2. Just trying to keep that, hoping for Brian to miss on his next one. Meanwhile, Nancy trying to take out Doug's last stone. Sweeping hard, trying to keep the line, And no, they did not keep the line. They tick off the guard. The guard finally getting out of bounds. Julie just missing the takeout and flashing by. Christie now looking to put a guard back up on sheet 1 with Doug's last stone. Brian looking to block path to his shot stone. Jamie calling light. 1-2 on the guard. Keep it straight, Christie says. And 3 guard, fairly tight. The shot stone still can be seen. John Sr. going for it. Meanwhile, Brian going for the shot around. Needs to curl, is what Katie says. Brian Stone really finishing strong. Makes getting to that shot stone pretty hard for Julie. Julie thinking about it. But Nancy's throw for John manages to clear what was the shot stone. Now we have a different shot stone, but it's still red. Christie looking to block the draw path in. Julie trying to get the double here, where the red to red double. Saying it's basically the shot she just threw, so she should know how to throw it. Christy on sheet 2, sitting 2. Julie's attempt for the double run back. Vinny calling the sweep. All and off it, and on the guard, double guard. That's going to go right through, so no damage. But it's a steal of 1 for Brian and Sgt. Pepper's Sweeping Hearts. Christie's rock is going to be heavy from what she wanted, but does block the draw path a little bit. Still plenty of room to get around it. John Sr. thinking of his options. John with hammer.
Here's your hair, man. I love it. I haven't had hair this long yet. It's just
Leslie's first stone. Oh, gotta change the camera. Leslie's gonna get a biter. John Sr. debating between a draw and a hit. Looks like he's ended up on a hit. Yeager looking to draw out to the wing. Back 4 was called, but I don't think it's going to be back 4. Julie trying to get it to touch paint, which it does. Just barely a biter. John going back to the draw. Leslie's shot being called as less, so the sweepers are on it hard. Meanwhile, John Sr.'s first stone is out. Sweeper saying 8-ish. It's on the red. No. It is on the red. Just deflected past it, though. Doesn't help them. Well, it cuts Team Bellefontaine down to 2. Got another shot for Christie to try to block the draw path a little more. Meanwhile, Brian sweeping the rock out.
Hey, Sean, when are we doing the Beatles general competition? Beatles trivia will be about 7. Oh, you said late afternoon, I thought. Good. Never mind. No, 7:15 is a costume contest thing. I'll do the judging.
Tom drawing in.
So, yeah, we still got time. That gives us time to have a drink. Yeah, I take a part.
Tom's draw. Looks like it's got plenty of weight to get to the house. Christie getting ready to sweep it past the tee line, but it stops right on the button. Jamie, meanwhile, on sheet 1, sweeping frantically.
I'll do it. Don't take my thunder.
And
Even take my rain.
guard ends up as a 3 guard,
We ain't talking shower.
meaning John needs to bite the forefoot to save a point. Meanwhile, Julie yelling for the sweep. Makes the takeout. John electing to draw on the other side of the ice. The intern side haven't played this very much.
We're starting up your favorite game again. 1, 2, 3, 4, red, black. Sheet 1, playing down. The next stand, it's a buck of cards.
Playing the red, black.
Take a walk on the wild side.
Looks like Tom's second shot going a little deep, but will still be in there for second shot. Julie saying hit and stick. Meanwhile, John Sr.'s stone going deep. And that means a steal of 2 for While My Skip Gently Weeps. Rachel's rock being called to sweep. Might be getting in the, yes, gets the back one. Jamie's first stone coming back to the center. Looks like Brian looking for either a draw into the center. Looking for plan B. Meanwhile, Kate's first stone his way. John Sr. also trying to draw into the center of the house. And good stone for Katie to draw right to the button. Julie using that to try to make a double here. Vinny's stone away. Julie calling for the sweep right away. It's going. Misses the guard. Oh, but takes out her own. She does get one of the red. Unlocks the other red, so. Meanwhile, Jamie Bellefontaine on sheet 1, trying to draw in. Sweeper's saying it's in the back of the house. Jamie's trying to optimistically say it's slowing down. Meanwhile, Katie's second stone looks like a takeout for just ticks it, but it ticks it far enough to get it out of the house. Kate is trying to draw in again. Sweeper's on it right away. Julie calling for T-line. Trying to freeze this one. Drawing in. Looks like it's going to just miss contact with the red on sheet 2 and to the back of the house. Meanwhile, Lisa's stone being called top of the house, so Doug and Jamie are on it. Now calling a guard. Possible 2. Well, we got
Game's live. Sheet 1 playing away.
double center guide. John Sr. calling a draw in. Senior sitting 1 in the back of the house right now. Mark Jones. Rock goes off. Meanwhile, Brian's first skip rock. Brian's first skip rock looks like, we're not quite sure, but it's not going to end up in the center. Going to be a little deep. Vinny's trying to sweep it out. Trying to draw in, says Christie, for Lisa's shot. Top 8 or top 12. Christie and Team Bellefontaine, while my skip gently weeps, is currently sitting to 1. Doug trying to sweep it to curl a little bit, but it will roll, keep going to about the top 4-ish. John Sr. is going to try to use that as a hit and roll. Meanwhile, Julie is trying to draw in to the top. Vinny calling for the curl. It's got to move, they say. Got to move. Yeager sweeping hard. Julie adding to it. Looks like it's going to be light. Mark Jones on sheet 1, meanwhile, trying to take it out. Mark Jones makes the hit, but too much on it, and it rolls the shooter out. Means Doug is up. And Brian. Brian saying block the draw. Looks like a guard it's going to be out of Doug's hand. Light guard, as sweepers are saying. Christie just saying keep it as straight as possible. It's gonna possibly, just staggered guard in the center. John Sr. looking to draw in now. Brian's rock is going away, sweeping to keep it straight. Saying we're on the yellow. John Sr. also calling sweep right away. But Brian's rock is going to be a little deep from what he wanted, but still it's currently counting. Brian's sitting 3. And Nancy's shot going a little deep. Christie asking for Doug to throw top 8. Meanwhile, Julie still thinking about her last throw. Doug's throw is going to just come along here and sit pretty close to where. Top 8. Maybe a hair deeper than they expected, but meanwhile, Julie's shot is gonna go deep. She does manage to sit. Well, can't tell if that's second shot. Definitely one. Looks like they made up their decision. And John Sr. draws in. It's currently sitting shot. Christie thinking it's a pretty straight shot to go in, take it out, and roll in. Brian calling for in the house.
Make sure it's in.
Sweepers seem confident it's in. Brian thinking it needs it though. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be close. Brian's adding it, and they do get it in there. Good sweeping. Ends up with the stone just at the top 12 for Sgt. Pepper's Sweepin' Hearts. Meanwhile, Christie's stone is going down. Doug is saying never. Does hit it out and ends up sitting 3 currently, but that draw is still very much open for John Sr. Meanwhile, Yeager's first stone slides into the house, and Brian's going to chase it. Normal call as the weight. Kate. And picks it out. Julie sweeps it through. John Sr. drawing in. Meanwhile, Yeager now trying to make sure it's a draw or a guard, and the sweepers kind of worried about it, but they're definitely making it, so they're good. John Sr.'s stone comes up short. Christie deciding what to do. Doug suggesting possibly bumping the red back. Tom's shot. Now breaking. Trying to keep it straight to keep under. And it just squeaks by. Very nice shot, now buried on the forefoot. Meanwhile, Christie and Doug continue to discuss things. Julie drawing or Julie hitting? Julie's hitting. Oh. Julie calling. Just by. And it looks like it just hangs on to the edge. Meanwhile, Christy has decided on her shot.
I like it.
And will be, looks like a draw in. That is a very long. Doug calling for 4-foot guard. Thing really needs to come back for that. Meanwhile, Tom's second shot. Drawing in. He's going to just tap. No. Oh, yes. Tap and deflecting right onto the button. Apparently he touched it, but no one cares. Julie going for a run. Meanwhile, John Sr. looking to promote the yellow out on the side. Julie screaming yes as hard as she can. Just misses. John Sr.'s Hammerstone is away. Nancy calling for the sweep. Oh, it's hanging though. Needs to curl. It's just gonna chip it. Looks like. Oh, that is close. They're trying to figure it out. Hey, figured something out.
Give that man $9 American dollars. We were about 3 inches away from being one red.
John Sr. now calling the center line guard. Julie's calling for the sweep from Rachel. Yeager joining in. Looks like they get one, push the other one in a little bit. Kate's first. Looks like it's going to be well into the house. Christy just sweeping it to the back. Katie's shot. Brian trying to tell Leslie to wait till it breaks. Now they're going to push. Leslie switching. Center line guard. The Julie has a choice of doubles. Christy yelling for a sweep, but might have been too late. It was, in fact, too late. Julie yelling for the sweep. Yeager sweeping it. Currently holding it. Oh, just tips, but redirects and hits the shot stone anyway. Brian's first skip rock.
So we got to be pretty much on the forefront.
Looks like Kate's second stone is going to be a guard. Well, top 12. Mostly, or at least half covering. Looks like Christy thinks still get to it with control. Brian on sheet 2, looking to draw, probably put a guard up. Guard or freeze. Jamie's stone is tight. It's on the top one. It's going to peel the top one. While everyone runs to try to get to the one that is escaping. Brian's first is going to be over curl a little bit. Top one still peeking out. Looks like Julie going to get through a port on the outturn side.
Just try to land somewhere and keep sliding down.
Someone's having a problem with their pants, apparently. Mark Jones looking to put the guard back up. Oh! She didn't touch it. She didn't touch it. She's back up on. Julie calling for the sweep. Calling off. Through the port and hits it. Pops out a little bit. Brian going to try to hit back and turn. Christie on sheet 1 calling for the control weight hit. This might be a little light, but there's always the back rock in play. Oh, the sweepers are really holding it though. So we'll hit the front rock. John Sr. thinking what Mike's second rock. Meanwhile, Brian's shot on sheet 2 is away. Letting it curl. It is through the port. Almost took out Leslie and flops over to the button. Mark Jones' second shot gonna go right into the center. Draw right on the pin. Christie looking for a hit on that center one. Control is called for Lisa. Julie's still trying to figure out how. Well, Lisa's rock's gonna hit their own. peel it off a little bit. Ends up replacing it with the same. Julie's still trying to figure out what to do. Thinking now about the long angle raise. John Sr., meanwhile, looking to add another one to the center. Julie not quite sure what she's going to do here. Looks like it is going to be the long angle raise attempt. Meanwhile, Nancy Stone is curling and going to rub off, or no, would rub off, but she's just short. Causes a staggered center freeze. Christy gonna ask Doug for the hack.
What's the call?
Doug's shot getting out. Sweeping hard, sweeping hard, sweeping hard. Jamie going, clears the rock by quite a bit. Knocks the yellow out, but the stone still sitting center on the button. Julie's rock for the angle raise is there. It's gonna be pretty close, but oh, hits one. Ends up with only one. Good shot, Julie. John Sr., meanwhile, talking about what to do. He's going to call for another draw. Looks like it's going to be into that center pile, adding a third stone, but possibly, yep, just breaking them up. Now giving Christy the option of a run back. Brian thinking it might be light, but Sweeper is not thinking it is. So hack weight, a little lighter than hack, they say. Christy calling for the sweep. Calling for the sweep. It is going to just squeak by. Nice shot to clear. Christy now sitting two with team while my skip gently weeps. Yeager's shot going out to a corner guard. Brian calling for top four from Leslie.
It's your fin.
Sweeper's calling less.
Yeah, definitely.
Brian saying definitely light, needs to be in. John Sr. trying to draw undercover, looks like. They do manage to sweep it to biting. Julie calling to draw under the guard. Rachel sweeping, a little tight. Meanwhile, John Sr., his first rock. Julie's crushed is on the guard, making a double guard. John Sr.'s going to come through the port. And ends up right on the pin. If we had a button bag, that would be a good shot for it. Christy saying, I'm just going to pick it out again.
You want to get technical 369. By
369, backline to hog. That's the time it takes to deliver the stone between those points. Sweeper's saying what the weight is for Christy. Julie calling normal takeout. Now that Brian's got 3 in a row. Rachel obligating, or obliging. Top draw is top takeout for sheet 2 is there. Sheet 1 is going to sail right through though. Gives John Sr. the opportunity to plug that hole. And the steal is on. Tom, meanwhile, trying to put the guard back up on sheet 2. A little deep for a guard, but now 3 stones in the center rings. Julie trying to decide which double. Normal weight called for Rachel. John Sr. forgetting his slider. Rachel on her way out. Normal called. Julie calling the sweep. Yeager sweeping as hard as he can. Julie saying this is going to be good. And it is good. Double and a rock under cover. John Sr. last stone coming down on sheet 1. It's going to be in the rings for sure. Might be down to his first one. Down and a little hit. Pretty close to frozen. Trying to see, Christy trying to see how to play this. Meanwhile, Julie deciding what to do now that there's 2 stones. Hit and roll is the call. Want normal from Vinny. Christy's still thinking about her shot. Looks like she thinks going through the port, try to double those 2 out. This is hammer. Oh, takes the one out, but then takes their own out as well.
Can you see any of this?
Brian debating taking out.
Let's play to here, but if we come down to here.
Meanwhile, Christie's last stone. Hammer is away. Sweeping right off, but then called off. It's close. It's close. It's got to curl a little bit more. A little bit more. Yes, that ended up stuffing it. Steal of 1 for John Sr. Meanwhile, Katie's stone going to end up being a guard. Leaves Julie and Vinny the opportunity coming through the court. Backline weight, she says. It's now 3-2 on sheet 1. Team While My Skip Gently Weeps is up with hammer. But team The Magical Mystery 4 is clawing their way back. Julie calling them off on sheet 2. Back 12 weight. Now Yeager is on. It's going to tap. But does get another rock in the ring. It's okay. It's a nice center guard on sheet 1. Jamie trying to debate what to do. Looks like wants to do the inturned corner guard. Brian, meanwhile, looking to draw in. Jamie's rock kind of curling pretty hard. Going to be just over as a corner guard. Covering the very outside of the house. John Sr. saying, let's just draw to the middle. Meanwhile, Brian, his first stone. Katie saying, needs to curl. Back a house, the sweepers say. Kate is trying to draw into the house on sheet 1. Brian's stone. Tom is trying to curl it. Looks like it's going to just sit on the button. Very nice shot. Leaving Julie a difficult shot. Saying, can you see it? Yeager says no. Julie trying to decide what to do. Thinking about the run back, the angle raise. Jamie Bellefontaine, second row. Has a little more weight on it. Christy calling for the sweep. It's going to chip it. And waiting to see, but no, it does not take it out. So it's a good tick. We do not play the no tick rule here for this game. Julie calling for the angle raise. Off, yes, Seems like might get something else. Oh! Not called, but not bad. 3 yellows back in play because Julie has pushed those 2 rocks off the center. Brian seems to intend to just draw back into there. Mark Jones trying to draw into the house. Sweeping right away for sheet 1. Going to be on the guard, or going to be a guard. Meanwhile, Brian's last stone. A little less, they say. Wants that line. It's moving over. Moving over. Now they're just dragging it in. Sitting 1, 2, 3, 4th stone. Julie trying to see. You can just see if you can see that stone peeking out. Meanwhile, Jamie and Doug trying to sweep their stone into the wings. Gets in there. Let's see if John chases. John trying to hit and flop. Julie thinking long and hard again. Not sure what we're going for yet. I think she's thinking the triple. Mark Jones, hit and flop on sheet 1. It is going and hits the guard. Goes to be a corner guard on the other side. Okay, hammer stone on sheet 2.
Nothing. Come away and think you would do if you were going to hit it. And then slide and hit it, otherwise it's still the card. Close. Not there yet.
She hits it. Oh, takes out her own yellow. Can she take out that one? Yes. So it looks like 2 red. Oh, and that's handshakes on sheet 2. Sergeant Pepper's Sweeping Hearts will be moving on to the 3rd event finals tomorrow at 9 a.m. So Julie in the house with rocks. Good curling. Meanwhile, Nancy on sheet 1. Everyone's sweeping hard on this one. Looks like it's going to end up in the guard position. Christie's saying, let's take this out, flop over. Control weight is called for. Doug, sweeper saying it's a little light. Oh, here comes Jamie back. The ever important libation. Does manage to clear the guard right through that skinny port. John saying, let's put that guard right back.
Two guards left.
Nancy Stone coming down. This is going to be not a guard, but it is going to be swept to see where it can end up in the house. Looks like right covering the pin. Christie lining up the double.
Okay, sheet one, next in, coming home. You're the person.
Doug, sweeper saying the weight's there. Straight, straight, straight. It's already off. Ooh, almost ticked the back one. John Sr. looking at what to do. Answer is guard is my guess. It's his first shot. John Sr. with the guard. One-two called. Kate Mark sweeping. Calling him off to try to get the line better. Looks like the line's going to be pretty good. A little bit peeking out. Christie debating what to do. Call is for Hackway. Going to go after the shot stone. Christie running back. Hack the board is the call. Christie's shot is away. Hack the board. Still moving out. Colin control down. Trying to get the curl to happen. Trying to get the curl. Trying to get the curl. Gonna just edge it. Pushes it under cover and spills out to the 12-foot. John trying to figure out what to do here. Trying to think what path to block. Looks like they're gonna try to throw pretty much the same thing. See if they can block that draw path. Possibly, if they're full 8, they can block the draw path and possibly be counting.
If they go this way, they're only getting one. They're probably not scoring. So you want to score as the draw. But you didn't guard the draw. There's no double there. You're only going to get one and you're not going to be shot.
True, you'll have to go left From where I'm sitting, this one looks really well off on my
It's been drawing well though, so.
John's second rock is away. Calling him off. Nancy's calling him off right away. Sweepers seem to say it's going to be in the house. Looks like it's going to be just biting the top 8. We have 27 minutes left on the timer, so it doesn't look like they're going to get an 8th end. Jamie's saying it's open on the left. Jamie talking about going through that port on the left. Would be a tricky shot to stay in. Jamie dancing along to the invisible sound. Christy and Doug talking it over some more. Not. And in the end, she's going to try just drawing to the center. A little wider, a little heavy. Has the chance at deflecting in off the red. All she needs is full 4 foot. Most important shot for a skip is being able to draw to the 4 foot. And hammer shot is away. Calling for Jamie to sweep. Sweepers say it's heavy. Looks like it's lightening up quite a bit. Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And the draw is successful. Score of 1 for red. A clutch draw.
Link, now everybody's getting in line for food.
Okay, it is now 4-2 in the 6th end. 23 minutes left, so they'll finish this end and then they'll play a 7th. Sweepers think it'll be a close guard.
Back live for 9 down. 9 down.
Jamie's shot gonna pull a little deep, enter into the house. John Sr. deciding to draw around, going for the center. Kate's shot looks like it's got a lot of weight. Sweepers are indicating it might go through. And it squeaks by with a little sympathy sweep or courtesy sweep from Jamie or Christy. Oh, I'm doing real well here. Center guard is called. Two is called. Oh, thinking it's a little heavier than that. Going to be a close guard. Needs to work a little bit back. Sweeper is sweeping it, trying to help it over. Looks like it's going to be, just needs to slide a little at the end, but does not get there. Centerline guard. Stone peeking out, but John's electing to ignore it and just drawing to the center. Kate Stone is away. Mark's kind of running to keep up with it. John calls a sweep. Squeaks by the guard. And into the back of the house. And just a biter.
You get the mini buys the team a drink if you guys participate in the costume or t-shirts. Then we appreciate your patronage on top of it. You always give it to Dan. Okay. You're going to be here today and tomorrow, right? You guys now have shirts over there.
So Lisa, or Christy calling top 8 for Lisa. Jamie on it early. Doug adds on to it. Needs it for line. Holding. They're going to just squeak by it. And get another one that is just on the 8 foot. John saying, let's hit this and try to stay in the rings. Mark thinking about it.
You should draw on top of it now.
Looks like it's going to be close. Going to be on the guard. Clear it out. Not a bad outcome for John. Christie looking to put the guard back. Asking for a tight guard. Top 12, she says, is okay, but Lisa getting ready. Stone is away. Jamie thinks it's going to be short. Well, shorter guard. Jamie and Doug both going at it. Over the line, so they're off. It will be covering the one rock, leaving the other red open. John is going to hit it. A little chatter on the ice. Mark Stone is away. Looks tight, but should be by the guard. Touches both of them and gears over the top. It's a good shot. Christie debating what to do and cleaning the ice. She wants to put it right back. Doug asking how deep again. Top 8. Touch 8 is the request. Doug's throw is away. Top house. Guard. Feels lighter than you think. Jamie's sweeping hard. Needs to finish. Top 8. You're there. You're plenty there. That's going to be in the forefoot. Sweepers apologizing for oversweeping. John Sr. taking the hit for wife Nancy. Nancy shot away. It's floating out there. It's got to come back. It is coming back. It is coming back. And it does come back. Christie is saying take it out. Control weight is called. Oh, that's narrow. She's calling for the sweep. Plan B, plan B. It's a solid plan B. Nancy's second rock. Calling a 3. John calling the sweep. It looks like it's going to be into their other one. And a freeze. Oh, a little bit. Christie trying to decide what she's going to do now.
She's got to hold up for it.
Looks like Christie's going to go try for the double.
Got that 2 yellow over here.
I got 3 yellow. I need a little more red than that.
Yeah, 3 yellows.
I think
Don't tell me the odds.
They're aware.
you need a whiff here.
Christie's shot is away. Calling for the sweep, calling for the sweep. It is past the guard. Jamie almost bounces into it and clears out the 1. Sticks the shooter around, but the yellow is biting at the back. John choosing to draw.
Yeah, it's a real fancy double for 3 yellow. Unfortunately, she's not on the side.
Warm room eagerly awaiting.
Trying to win, but $9.
Apparently there's $9 on the line for
Hey, what card do you need?
Oh, he's got another deck. He's selling those cards for $8.
The market's bullshit.
Yeah, he's short selling a card.
John Senior's first stone is away.
I don't think tight.
Looks like it's needs some help. Needs some help. It's going to it's going to be a guard. Does cover the shot stone yellow right now. Christie deciding what to do. There's the angle raise on the right. The hit on the yellow is kind of hard from that left side.
He has 10 minutes.
Looking at the straight red promote on the left side, or on the intern side.
You're in the 6th right now. You're in the 6th.
There's a brain fart happening right now.
What's the odds of giving another $7? Because I feel like I'm good.
All right. I'm gonna bet $1 if they don't make $7. One person.
It's going to take 9 minutes to throw 2 rocks.
I'm in on it. You're saying that we're not going to make the $7.
They're going to play. They got 9 minutes to throw 2 rocks.
9 minutes. Oh, I was thinking 8.
All right.
That's a bet. It's a bet. Witness.
I asked 3 times to make sure the bet was here.
And Christie's last is away. Calling T wait. Calling the sweep, and it is curling.
So she's guarding her red.
Trying to tap her red up. She didn't.
No, that's not going to be heavy enough.
They just got to draw the 4 now. All right, John.
John has hammer, and
We got 2.
has a chance for
2 yellow, 1 yellow. That's where we're at right now.
What?
yellow.
I like it.
You already won, too. I'm 1 for 1. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the harvest. We've got a couple of things going on while you're doing this. First of all, if you've not eaten, please do so. There's plenty of food. Second of all, the winner of the costume contest is Jersey Pinelands.
That's the warm room announcing that Jersey Pinelands won the costume contest.
If teams did dress up and have not seen me for their thank you,
Calling the sweep, calling the sweep, calling the sweep. It's gonna be close. No, it's gonna be just one yellow.
other announcement, Quizzo for Beatles trivia and all that will be about 7:15-ish, 7-ish, and also trail that time for any sipping lines on the time. Thank you guys for attending. Keep up drinking.
Okay, last end. 7 minutes on the timer, so this will be the last end.
The Legos!
John Sr. calling the draw. Score is 4-3, while my Skip Gently Weeps has 4 and the hammer. So John Sr. needing to steal a point to stay alive for the Magical Mystery 4. Centerline guard is in play.
We're going to do the Beatles trivia.
Christie calling a corner guard. Corner guard. Well, it's going to be just glancing off the center guard. No tick rule is not in effect, so there's no violation. John Sr. thinking about what to do. Wants to sit on it. Knowing he has to steal, he doesn't want to get rid of a rock in the back of the house. Kate's rock going off. Looks a little narrow, so they're calling him off the sweep. Kate Stone going through the house. Christie is going to call for the corner guard again. Sweepers think this one is a guard. Trying to finish the rock. Good shot called. Mostly buried. John Sr. trying to draw around. Get under the Bellefontaine rock. Sweeping called. Mark Jones's first rock. Oh, Sweeper is saying they burnt it. So they pull it. Reminder, the winner of this game will play tomorrow at 9 a.m. against the Sgt. Pepper's Sweeping Hearts from Philadelphia. That 9 a.m. game will be the C final event. Top house is called by the Sweepers. Christie's okay with that. It's going to miss the guard by a good amount. Jamie trying to bury it. Top 8, partially buried. Good shot by Lisa. John Sr. trying again for the draw into the center. Trying to sit on the inside of that red. Same weight called. No burning. It's going to get to the inside of that red. Just tap it. Good shot. Mark. Christie examining her options.
Don't be afraid to open it up. Now.
Doug saying, don't be afraid to open it up. Fully buried.
Yeah. You feel it, so what? But, you know.
He's going to try to run the red. Control called by the Sweepers. Needs to curl, though. Gotta curl, gotta curl. It's curling, it's curling. Not curling enough, though, and it will be hit through the house. John Sr. trying to think what he can do to better improve his steal-up chances. Looks like trying to put a guard up.
Let it come around.
Call is a 3-4. John calling for sweep. Looks like it's curling a bit more than they want. Trying to get a wick off this other guard, but not going to reach it. Leaves a fairly open shot on that yellow. Christie coming in. Control is called. Doug's first shot. Sweep is called right away. Straight, straight, straight. Jamie's sweeping as hard as he can, but it's already on the guard. Might be promoting the guard. Does promote the guard into the takeout. Amazing shot. John Sr. still smarting over that one. Nancy being called to just draw into the center now. Sweep is called. It's curling early. It's pulling over. It's going to be on the guard. Doug's second shot. Christie thinking her plan. Wants to put a guard in the port. Profanity from the release.
Where are you, babe? I don't know. Okay, well, we gotta go. He's too busy. Keep it straight, put this up.
Plan B is a bump.
Roll it over. Thank you.
And a very fortunate one at that.
Yeah, whatever.
Doug is not concerned, as Jamie was. Yellow needs to score one to stay alive and force Skip's rocks. Looks like the run back, the double run back, is in play as a possibility. It's lined up pretty well if John can get the weight. Looks like the run back is going to be the call. John's first stone, or yes, John's first stone, first of the skip stones. And John Sr.'s first rock is away. Looks like it's hanging out a little bit. It is coming back a little, but going to not get enough of that rock. Does still have the direct drawback, which I think Christie is looking at trying to stop. Christie call, or Doug indicating he thinks a guard is the right call. John Sr. needs to do a little bit more than touch the forefoot, which the draw is still available to him. But again, he does not have hammer. Christie's first rock is away. Sweeper's saying 2. 1-2, 1-2. Line's good, they say. No push, no push. Yes push, no push. It is a guard covering up the easy run back. There's another run back with another double run back that's possible. John still can draw around the yellow in the top, or the red in the top 8. Debating between the red to the yellow or the yellow to the yellow. But this is last stone. John has to get shot stone out of this throw to stay alive. Stone is away. Needs to curl. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, it's going to overcurl. It's going to overcurl. And he's going to hit a red into the rings, but it doesn't matter. And that is handshakes. Team While My Skip Gently Weeps is weeping tears of joy as they pull out the win and will be playing in the C event finals tomorrow at 9 a.m. against Sgt. Pepper's Sweeping Hearts. Stay tuned for the next draw, the last draw of the night at 7:15, the A event semifinals.